Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem as we take on the last Hector exclusive chapter, Value of Life, with Kishuna standing in the center, meaning that we can take no magical allies. We're quickly gaining levels here. As you can see, we've already got one of our guys to level 20. The other two are not that far off. So it's, well, yeah, look at this here. Farina's pretty much going to get it ASAP. So let's move forward ever more and see if we can get people that we need to get some experience into the firing line. Well, first of all, should we take out some of the firing line and get rid of these annoying troops that keep bombarding us from a distance? I think that really is one thing I want to do. So, with this guy only being able to do a little bit of damage over the wall, I think I'm going to take advantage of that and spear away. It's not like Farina's going to get hit after all. As she caps out at level 20. And still gained a ton of stats! Wow, for a level 20 level up, that was pretty awe-inspiring. And with the Athos drops, we've got her to that kind of capping out. Strength, skill, speed, and defense have all capped. I may even have enough items if I really want to cap out luck and res. That's how ridiculous this is at this point in time. Right then, so let's keep on keeping on and busting up whoever we can. So the Manakati comes through, won't be able to... Maybe we want to move back a bit. This guy's got a spear, hasn't he? Yes, let's let Ellawood take the fore here. For the time being anyway, and take this guy out. So if this guy's got a spear, the best chance I've got of defeating him with Ellawood is to kill a lance. So let's do that. Raven will be able to take the front lines after that, so this guy goes down. And of course Spearman will be trying to chuck a spear over the wall. Now this might mean that he tries to chuck it at Raven, to be honest. We'll see as we end. I'll find out what's going on. No, you're chucking the spear over there. Of course, if you've got a spear, you're not going to come into close range. The killer lance was never going to kill you, but it killed the archer very well. So we've got more troops coming in, and now Raven goes forward once again. You kind of need some more strength at this point in time, sir. That's for sure. So what we want is to not finish him. We want to lower his HP just a little bit. That's probably not enough. To be honest, the most likely to do that is Ellawood. So let's use Steel Sword, or, no, actually, Steel Lance, of course, in conjunction. And if Ellawood happens to manage to accidentally crit, we're not going to be too upset. Either way, this gains him a little bit more experience towards another level. Lynn's close to capping out as well, going, oh, I want it. I want this experience. Why are you taking from me? Iron Axe to the brain. Should be able to dodge that, no problem. Weapon triangle victory. Spearman goes down. So another level up for Raven, who just does not gain as much experience as the others are here. Alright, skill and luck. We'll take what we can get, and it seems a super swordsman can get him with a ruin sword here. What's the ruin sword when it's at home? What we'll do is we'll iron bow you up. I don't know what's coming really, and it seems Farina is at that point where she no longer needs to attack either. So Farina and Hector are going to be taking the back lines. That's for sure. Let's see what happens next. What will this ruin sword do to us? It's an attack from range. It's Nosferatu. How dare you, sir? I'm actually not too impressed by that. More to the point, I want it. That would be a great sword for you to have at this current time, considering you can also use it under that kind of thing. So, Iron Axe will double this guy without an issue and will actually hit, so there we go. Oh wow, he's gonna survive? The ruin sword is annoying. That's how we'll put it. Well, we can put an end to him, make sure the ruin sword's not annoying us too much anymore, that's for sure. Farewell to you. Lynn will just take that experience then. I don't want his experience to keep getting sucked away, and with 3 stats already capped, of course, empty levels might start to happen a bit more often now, so we've got a Ruin Sword here. Right, its attack is 21, which is actually less than the Iron Sword, but considering its ability to give us what we need there, I think I might trade it over to Raven next turn and get them to start leveling up a little bit, or gaining a little bit more HP is more to the point. Right, so you can attack that far. We're going to get speared, but to be honest, we should dodge it. If I just move in my troops here and just leave them as is, we should be fine for the next wave. This is Raven's duty now. Is that guy going to stay there? So he's an actual full-on blocker at this point in time? That's interesting. So this guy, Spearman, is moved to there. Of course, we know anyone who comes at this point in time is going to try to attack us from range. So what we want to do is, of course, lower a bit more HP again in order to get them to the point where they can be hand-axed next time. So that would take 12 HP off, which would leave them at 26. Hand-axe would not do the job. I'm right in saying Iron Axe would. We could go about it that way then. Or Lynn could mostly kill the guy. You know, she could do that too. Guess that works. Everyone's got spears here, so in we go with a hand axe. Isn't this like a buffable spot here? Yes, it is. Gives us extra avoid and defense. So that's not too bad. Hand axe it'll be. Raven takes down another foe. Gains a ton less experience than everyone else as well. So weapon level increased there, which has increased his axe level to C. He's about to get an S rank as well on swords anytime, so we could burst forward again and try to kill a lance, but I'm going to keep Ellawood back just for a second until we've got Nosferatu ready on him. Do you know what? I could just take it. That works too. So Killer Lance is on. What I'll do is I'll switch out the Iron Sword for the Rune Sword here. And that'll give him a little bit of extra health regeneration that you kind of need in this area. Everyone else can stand back and watch. The level 20s are just going, well, we could win this on our own. Farina and Hector are ridiculous in this kind of level. Honestly, they could just walk through this map at this point in time with the amount of defense they have on them. It would be trivial. It wouldn't be anything. They just destroy everything. So, let's see what the Rune Sword does. So, it'd be do 13 times 2 damage. That's not so bad. To be honest, we could just take that with Ellawood at this point in time. But what we'll do is we'll keep using the hand axe on this spot and let the enemies come towards us. That also works, after all. Right, so I imagine they don't really want to attack Lynn at this point. She's probably a bit too dodgy type, but we could. Yeah, they chose to attack Raven over Lynn. Is that just because impossible to hit Lynn? With the speed and skill and luck and everything there? Do you know what? I'm going to actually test this theory and see what happens. So if I run a bit closer, I don't think Lynn will be taken out by these guys. They can't even hit her. So to be honest, I can start whittling down HP values even more. Ellawood's at a point where he can run in and kill someone if he wants to. It's just not enough for the Rune Sword though, is it? Let's have a look here. Oh, it is. Let's do it. I spell cast from range. I'm Ellawood with a Rune Sword. It's amazing. It restores all my HP. I want another one of these. Can I get some more of these? These they're quite good. I gotta say, I don't have any crit chance with them, mind you, but still. Alright, Ellawood continues to have somewhat lackluster levels. And then gives us a little bit more space to move forward the Merlinus Caravan. Too bad Merlinus can't open things. He should have had an extra function that enabled him to act as a thief as well. No, he does go for Lynn. Can't hit her for the life of him, but he's going for Lynn, of course, because that means that he can't get struck back. So it's one of those little things again. Right, so step back, attack, iron longbow. Well, no, just iron bow, but that'll do quite nicely for us. And again, Lindis just wants to crit. Alright, anyone else nearby? No, we're getting through this path then. This phase of our journey is over and done. So another room has been traversed. It's taken us a little bit of time as Raven levels up. Alright, level 14 gets him strength and skill and luck. Man, how much further till he caps out strength? Not that long, actually. Right, so what do you guys got? A brave sword and a light brand. Alright, do we really want to send you in range here, Ellawood? This is a brave sword we're talking about here. The speed is not better than Ellawood's though, so probably only can double me at most. And then if I put on something like the Killer Lance, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's do this. Item, Killer Lance, and let him come. Apart from that, we can move up Melinus and the crew again. Everyone is fine and dandy. Luring on the next one. Alright, the brave sword did nothing. The brave sword did nothing. The Killer Lance really did something. So Ellawood hits level 19. And levels up his speed a little bit more. Ellawood. Farina, on her last level, capped stuff and did... What's the point in you? Hellfire and bolting. Ooh, I mean, it's not like you can get there to reach me. I guess if you walk out there, you could bolting, but... To be honest, why are you here? This is where some of my experience that I want to get isn't around. Right, so this guy's got a light brand. He's going to attack from range yet again, which is very annoying because, to be honest, something like a spear would be best right now. Yeah, do you know what? What we do is we... Oh, how far can you attack? Right, we move you forward too. You wait. We trade. And then we place the spear in your inventory as the top item, and then we laugh a little bit. That's what we do. Just stay out of the limits of their attack range, and we'll be fine. Hector, you've got the rear guard. We've got to see what that guy does over there. Spellcaster Extreme. Right, light brand comes through. Ellawood just goes, no, my res is high enough, but the spear doesn't finish the guy off. Right, so he is coming to actually chase us down. And there's another one. Okay. I could send Raven back, to be honest. Oh well, they'll come to meet us in time. Alright, Raven or Ellawood, time to finish off this one. Let's see about your 20th level, eh? This is where you want to gain some strength. You... Just Ellawood, why? I mean, can you be like Hector? Look at how buff Hector is. 28 strength, 28 defense. He's buff. You just haven't achieved it really. Oh, it's Tomahawk guy. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to have an axe that could attack me at range as well. But there we go. That would have been a good time for Nosferatu, wouldn't it? Right, so keep moving forward. We could even longbow this guy to take down his HP even more. To be honest, we'll just give him a lure, because let's face it, he's going to attack someone who does not have an item available like that, so there we go. Now you can't attack from range, he's going to attack... Oh, okay, Ellawood doesn't either. And Ellawood's a lot easier to hit. And now they're casting bolting. I guess this is going to be irritating. I need to take them down, but that would require walking a long way back. And there's more of them. Right, there's another way to take these down. First of all, an iron axe to the brain is always a good thing. Except for the person who receives the iron axe to the brain. There we go, Raven got a ton of experience from that guy at the very least. Right, gain some extra strength there. Well, at least if he's going to gain 2 stats, I'd prefer him to get strength and get capped out on it. Right, a door key is now ours, which means I'm going to return back the iron sword for now. And that'll enable me to open things. In the meantime, Lindis, do you want to take one of these annoyances out? I mean, I think that'll be your level after all. Okay, 1 HP. Well, she had capped her stats for the most part, so we are getting ready to let everything come towards us. Bolting can only attack that far, so in the meantime we're going to put you here, Melinus. Cover you in Hector and Farina. Nice and safe. And Ellawood can stand back and just go, oh, let's just stay out of the bolting range. It's probably safer that way. Oh, still in range, but to be honest, these guys probably shouldn't hit us. And they'll probably run out of bolting and then chase us around. Farewell, Mr. McBolting. I want you to actually come around here, though, so I can get the experience with Raven. Come on! Raven wants to actually kill you. Right, another one has appeared in the meantime. Raven's just going, why? Right, probably best to try and attack this guy before we even open the door, considering his Swordmaster status. So, we could just probably get nearby and just hand axe him. It mostly works if we hit. Okay, we hit one time. It's better than nothing after all. What I do have to worry about, though, is too many boltings hitting Raven in the brain. Do we want to lure them back? We could end here and see exactly what happens. They are all going to be trying to bolting Raven repeatedly, after all. And only Lyn with the longbow can actually hit them. I don't expect to be hit, but all the same, I don't really want this much damage coming in. So what we're going to do... After all, I don't know what's going to happen once we open a door, because when we open doors, usually things happen. Will Kishuna teleport away? Will monsters teleport in? I mean, that's what happened last time we met Kishuna. And another one! In case we wanted more boltings. Right, what we're doing is, of course, we're trading here. The rune sword's going over. We'll take the Wormslayer, thank you. And we're going to regain ourselves some HPs, aren't we? Which makes us a lot safer from the boltings. The boltings of annoyance. So on the next turn, we can open the door and see what's going down. Alright, level 20. Everyone's level 20 apart from you. That makes it annoying, but oh well, end the turn. Watch the boltings fly in again. This is one of the most annoying occurrences we've seen. I should have sent someone around to deal with them, or I should just longbow them, really. In some senses I'm going, all that lovely experience, but no, they've got to go. They've got to go. Only Raven can get the experience after all, unless they come in Raven's range. It's not happening. Oh, you annoying things! Too bad you can't get stats after you've already reached max level, though, isn't it? Another one! Because we need more! Well, let's take out the freshest ones, because hopefully the latter ones will start to run out. So I guess it's time for us to open the door and see what lies behind. So opening the door spawns enemies, and they have longbows to annoy us once again. I guess Kishuna's not going to attack us, so really what we want to do is dash in and sort them out on our own. Interesting way to think about it. They could even hit... Could they hit... No, they can't hit Melissa, that's good. We've got them carved into the room. We want that experience with Raven, though, so... Let me end the turn and start the endless boltings yet again. One of them's got to have worn out by now. Oh, they're going for Ellerwood. Ellerwood over Raven, eh? I guess Raven's got a bit more dodge to him. Well, that's fine for Raven. As the boltings fly by. Please tell me that's the last one of them to spawn. Something tells me we could get bogged down in this room outside with Kishuna for some time. To be honest, I'd say the time actually will only equal as long as it takes for Raven to get to level 20, and then we'll smash Kishuna. I think that's a good way to do things, don't you? You've got to be wearing out. Well, now you don't even have any hit chance as well. What are you trying? Okay, we got tons of troops in our path. And so we'll continue on with this bolting fest next episode. We got 3 charges there. No, one of them's worn out. 2 of them have worn out. And one of them still has it. So we can get rid of that one. And then only 1 bolting will come down next episode. Join me then for more Fire Emblem as we wonder how many enemies will appear in Kishuna's room. Bye-bye.